We're live from Greensboro, North Carolina. Hello everybody, Phony Ringwald here, and as always I am joined by the Professor Mike Tinney. And folks, we have a jam-packed show for you tonight.
That's right, Phony. It was announced earlier today that in tonight's main event, Roddy Piper will take on this man to determine the #1 contender for Ric Flair's World Championship at Fall Brawl.
And you have to believe the New World Order are not far off and are liable to stick their noses where they don't belong. For weeks now, they have been involving themselves in WCW business.
You can't forget last week's brutal attack on the Macho Man Randy Savage. I've received word from the WCW medical team that Randy Savage is out indefinitely. We wish Randy Savage the best in his recovery.
You know, the last few weeks have been real interesting around here. The New World Order's been running roughshod, and it seems like they feel like they can do whatever they want. They seem to think this company is theirs to take. Well, that's not going to happen on the Stinger's watch. Shawn Michaels, I have a feeling we're going to cross paths again real soon. And when that time comes, you will find out that World Championship Wrestling is where the big boys play. You can't hide behind your clique buddies forever. Shawn Michaels, they will fight for World Championship Wrestling until we have rid it of the disease. That is the New World Order. And Roddy Piper. Tonight, we go one-on-one to determine the #1 contender for Ric Flair's title. Sorry, Piper, I plan to go into Fall Brawl to take that title from Ric Flair and lead the WCW into the next generation. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Well, there you have it, folks. Some choice words from Sting for Shawn Michaels and the New World Order. If anybody can lead the charge for WCW against the New World Order, it is Sting. So, still to come tonight, fans, in the main event, it will be Sting taking on Roddy Piper to determine the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Folks, we have to take a break. Don't touch that remote. We are back live on Monday Nitro, and we are set for some cruiserweight action on TNT. Psychosis, a decorated luchador all over the world.
You got that right, Phony. A veteran of the ring from Tijuana, Mexico, he has wrestled all over the world.
And folks, still to come tonight, we will hear from Dean Malenko, a man who has come face to face with Rey Mysterio Jr. the past couple of weeks. Is he willing to defend his cruiserweight title against Mysterio?
Well, that sure would be an entertaining match if it were to take place, Phony. Rey Mysterio is certainly a deserving challenger to that cruiserweight championship.
And speaking of cruiserweights, we have some incredible cruiserweight action for you right now as we kick off WCW Monday Nitro live from a sold-out Greensboro Coliseum. And here comes a man who is also in the hunt for a cruiserweight championship opportunity, Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie is, of course, from the legendary Guerrero family, a long and storied history in Mexico. He's the son of the legendary first-generation wrestler, Guerrero.
He's been on a bit of a mean streak lately. He's stopped caring what the fans think, and we are now dealing with a more focused Eddie Guerrero. And that could be very dangerous for the cruiserweight division. And fans, you aren't going to see this kind of action anywhere but live right here on TNT. World Championship Wrestling is indeed where the big boys play. Speaking of big boys, a little later on it will be Hugh Morris taking on Johnny B. Bad in singles action. Will Johnny be bad, or will Hugh Morris have the last laugh? We'll find out here live on TNT. But now it's time for some cruiserweight competition. Eddie Guerrero looking confident and ready to go. The fans letting him hear it though. The boos rain down from this sold-out crowd. What a match this is sure to be. Both men want to prove that they deserve a shot at the cruiserweight title. The referee signals for the bell, and we are underway here live on TNT. It's good to have you with us here, fans. And Eddie Guerrero wastes no time and lands a stiff uppercut to Psychosis. Boots to the back of his head, and the mean streak comes out early from Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie feels as though he hasn't received the proper respect from the WCW fans and has stated that he will no longer cater to them.
Well, Mike, I think the feeling is mutual with the WCW fans. They have witnessed his actions over the past few weeks, and his reception has been less than warm. Psychosis has Eddie now. Picks him up. Powerbomb maybe. But no. Eddie fights out of it and back to his feet. He clotheslines him out of the ring and out to the floor. Eddie up to the top now. And a drop kick from Eddie Guerrero. What a move! The referee restarts her count. He gets Psychosis to his feet. Sends him back into the ring. Fisherman suplex and a bridge from Eddie Guerrero. Referee counts, but Psychosis kicks out at the count of 2.
And Phony, I cannot help but feel uneasy with the threats of a New World Order takeover in the air. The Outlaw faction has been banned from the arena, but that hasn't deterred them thus far. It's not a question of if, but when will these delinquents show up?
A feeling of uneasiness is definitely in the air as these 3 outsiders continue to cause havoc on WCW airwaves. Psychosis up to the top rope now. He waits for Guerrero to get to his feet. And a kick to the face, and he covers. 1, 2, but Guerrero kicks out at 2. Both men back to their feet. Psychosis out to the apron. What does he have in mind? Oh, but Guerrero catches him with a shoulder tackle and Psychosis goes crashing to the outside. He throws him hard into the steel guardrail. He picks him up and drops him over the barricade face first. Guerrero in complete control now. He gets Psychosis back to his feet and throws him into the steel steps with a sickening thud. Psychosis looks to be hurt. Referee gets to 4.
They have until the count of 10 to return to the ring, Phony. But if this were Mexico, they would have until the count of 20.
Thank you, Professor. Guerrero rolls Psychosis back into the ring. And a half Nelson suplex from Guerrero, and he covers. And a 2 count. This match was this close to being over. Guerrero with Psychosis now. And he's got it locked in. Eddie Guerrero looking to put Psychosis away so he can climb the cruiserweight ranks. Guerrero has it locked in tight. And Psychosis trying to fight out of it. But Psychosis gains the leverage and hooks the arm and he fights out of it. Kick to the gut. But Guerrero catches the boot. And a beautiful suplex from Guerrero.
Just a beautiful maneuver from the second-generation wrestler that is Eddie Guerrero. This new attitude seems to work well for him since he stopped caring what the fans think.
And a vicious drop kick to the back of the head by Eddie Guerrero. He covers. But Psychosis gets a shoulder up. And he can't believe he kicked out. He can't let himself get frustrated or it could cost him this match. He sends him to the corner. Knife edge chop to the chest of Psychosis. Head scissors takeover by Guerrero, but Psychosis is immediately back to his feet. And a power bomb from Guerrero. He hangs on for the cover. 2, but Psychosis kicks out. Oh, a knee to the face catches Eddie Guerrero off guard. And a takedown by Psychosis. He gets him back up to his feet. He picks up Guerrero. What does he have planned? But Guerrero fights out of it. He's got Psychosis up. And down to the canvas. What a move by Eddie. And Psychosis kicks out at 2. Eddie Guerrero is starting to feel it now. He calls Psychosis to his feet. But he ducks out of the way of a chop. And a hurricanrana from Psychosis, and he holds on for the cover. But Guerrero reverses the leverage. And Psychosis gets it back. Back and forth these 2 men go.
Well, what a match this has been up to this point, Phony. Only on Nitro. Are you going to see this kind of action? And it's all live right here on TNT.
Nobody brings you wrestling action quite like World Championship Wrestling. Oh, and Psychosis catches Eddie mid-air. A sit-down powerbomb from Psychosis. He holds on for the cover. Guerrero catches the boot again, spins him around. And a side suplex from Guerrero. He heads outside and up to the top rope. He lines Psychosis up. And a beautiful Hurricanrana from the top rope. Guerrero goes right back up to the top. Frog splash from Eddie Guerrero. This one is over. Guerrero wins this one with his patented frog splash.
Well, we talked about this new attitude from Eddie Guerrero, and it seems to be working well for him as he continues to roll here on Nitro.
We send it down now to Mean Gene Okerlund.
Joining me at this time is the WCW Cruiserweight Champion, Dean Malenko. The question on everybody's mind, Mr. Malenko, has Rey Mysterio Jr. done enough to deserve a shot at your Cruiserweight Championship?
You know something, unlike the New World Order, a group that cuts corners and takes cheap shots, Rey Mysterio came to me face to face like a man and asked me for a shot at my Cruiserweight Championship. I can't respect the New World Order, but I do respect Rey Mysterio, so my answer is yes.
Well, there you have it, folks. At Fall Brawl for the Cruiserweight Championship, it will be Dean Malenko defending his title against Rey Mysterio. We will be back after these words from our sponsor. Stay tuned, folks.
And we're back here on Monday Nitro live on TNT. And we keep things rolling with our next contest. Hugh Morris making his way out to the ring. Here's a man with a few screws loose.
You've got that right, Phony. Hugh Morris is a veteran of the ring, but he is very unpredictable, and some would even say unstable. Johnny B. Bad has his work cut out for him tonight.
And folks, don't go away. After this match, we will hear from the World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair. The roof of the Greensboro Coliseum is sure to blow off when he makes his way out here, Mike.
Well, North Carolina's Ric Flair country, and he will surely get a hero's welcome when he comes out here in just a little bit.
Absolutely, Mike. We are jam-packed to the rafters, and this sold-out crowd will certainly have their support firmly behind the 16-time champion. And I am curious to hear his thoughts on Shawn Michaels and the New World Order. But right now, we have singles action for you. Hugh Morris looks focused and ready to go. And folks, Monday Nitro is brought to you this week by Twix. Time out for Twix. Hold on just a minute, fans. It's a new look for Johnny B. Bad.
I'm being told in my headset that he has requested to be referred to by his real name, Mark Merrill. Certainly an interesting revelation here on Monday Nitro on TNT.
So it's now Wildman Mark Merrow taking on Hugh Morris in singles action. And this one is sure to be a great matchup. And Hugh Morris attacking Merrow from behind now. The referee rings the bell and we are underway. A DDT right off the hop from Hugh Morris. Merrow is in trouble early on. He brings Merrow back to his feet. Merrow hasn't even gotten a chance to take his robe off. Punches levied by Morris in the corner. And boots to the chest of the Wildman, and Hugh Morris is in complete control.
Mark Merrow is, of course, a Golden Gloves boxer, struggling out of the gate after that attack from Hugh Morris. Certainly not how he saw his re-imaging going down.
He tosses Merrow to the ropes. A modified spinebuster from Hugh Morris. Merrow is in big trouble, Mike, as this capacity crowd looks on. Kick to the gut. And an irate from Hugh Morris. This referee certainly being lenient thus far. He sends Merrow into the corner. And a forceful clothesline as Mero collapses to the mat. Morris covers. But Mero kicks out at 2. Mero has not been able to get in an offense whatsoever after that sneak attack from Hugh Morris.
Well, we talked about the unpredictable nature of Hugh Morris, and he is not afraid to bend the rules to get one over on his opponent.
Big chop to the chest. You could hear that from the cheap seats. He picks Mero up, tosses him back down to the canvas. Hugh Morris is in complete control, and he looks to be signaling that this is the end, folks. Repeated kicks to the chest of Mero. Sent to the ropes. Oh, and an elbow from Mero. And a clothesline. Wildman Mark Mero in control now. Irish whip to the ropes. And an arm drag takeover from the Wildman. He gets Hugh Morris up. Picks him up. And a pile driver from Mark Mero. He makes the cover. 1. But Morris kicks out at 1. Mero can't believe it. Gets him back to his feet. But Hugh Morris connects with an elbow. He sends him back into the corner. Slammed hard to the canvas. What's he got on his mind now? Climbs to the second rope. And an elbow drop from Brett's rope from Hugh Morris. And he covers. But Mero kicks out at the count of 2.
Well, you've got to hand it to the Wildman Mark Mero. He is still hanging in there, even after that ambush before the match started.
Nerve grip now applied by Hugh Morris. He has full leverage over Mark Mero. Mero trying to hang in there, trying to fight that paralyzing pain. Hugh Morris has it locked in tight with nowhere to go. Oh, but a sweep of the leg from Mero, and he is out of it. Mero fighting back. Punches landing right on the button. Hugh Morris returns the favor with some strikes of his own. What a move from Mero, and he covers. But Morris kicks out just in the nick of time. Back and forth action here on Nitro, where the big boys play. And a big right hand connects square on the jaw. The Wildman drops an elbow. And he hits another one. Back to his feet. And another right hand from Mero. His boxing background certainly coming into play here. He climbs up to the top rope. Hugh Morris slowly gets to his feet. And he moves out of the way and Mero misses. And a power slam from Morris, and this one is over. He covers. 1, 2, but the Wildman kicks out. He still has some gas left in the tank. Hugh Morris looks frustrated, and he is calling his shot. He waits for Mero to get to his feet. Reversal from Mero. And a Hurricanrana from Mero. He climbs up to the top rope. Shooting star press. Unbelievable. He covers. This one's over, folks. Your winner by pinfall, the Wildman Mark Mero.
Well, I would consider the reinvention of the Wildman Mark Mero a success so far. The future is definitely bright for this gentleman.
Fans, don't go away. We have to pay some bills, but on the other side of the break, we will hear from the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Don't go away. Welcome back to WCW Monday Nitro. Well, it is now time to hear from a man that we haven't heard from since the bash at the beach. Ric Flair, a 16-time World Heavyweight Champion and a pillar for World Championship Wrestling.
You've got that right, Phony. A long and storied career with World Championship Wrestling and the leader of the Four Horsemen. It will be interesting to see what he has to say about the title picture and the #1 Contenders match here in tonight's main event.
Well, he's never short on confidence, that's for sure. The Nature Boy Ric Flair. On his way to Fall Brawl to defend the World Heavyweight Championship against the winner of tonight's main event. It will be Sting or Roddy Piper. Folks, WCW Fall Brawl will be live on pay-per-view Sunday, December 8th, coming to you from the Kemper Arena in Kansas City, Missouri. Tickets still available, folks. Call your local Ticketmaster outlet now.
Lots of great seats still available, ladies and gentlemen. This is your chance to experience World Championship Wrestling live.
Let's hear from the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Greensboro, North Carolina. The Nature Boy is home. You know, I've been sitting in the back the past few weeks and there's been a whole lot of talk about the New World Order, but you seem to have forgotten who the World Heavyweight Champion is. And that is the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Sting, Piper, tonight we will find out which one of you gets the honor of stepping into the ring with the greatest professional wrestler that's ever laced his boots. The limousine riding, jet flying, wheeling, dealing son of a gun Ric Flair. And it doesn't matter which one of you comes out on top tonight, because the result at Fall Brawl will remain the same. Ric Flair will walk out of Fall Brawl the World Heavyweight Champion, and the Four Horsemen will be stronger than ever.
Well, some strong words from Ric Flair. As we approach Fall Brawl, he will surely be watching tonight's main event closely to see who he will face in just 2 weeks' time. And don't go away, folks. It will be Sting taking on Roddy Piper, and it's coming up after the break. We're back, folks, and it is time for our main event of the evening. What a star-studded match we have for you. World Championship Wrestling is the destination for the very best in professional wrestling each and every Monday night. And making his way to the ring now is Sting. We talked about Ric Flair being a pillar to World Championship Wrestling. Well, here is another pillar right here. He has flown the WCW colors for his entire career.
You're absolutely right, Phony. Sting has been a fixture in World Championship Wrestling for nearly a decade. He will be on his game tonight with a chance at World Heavyweight Championship opportunity up for grabs.
And here he comes. Roddy Piper making his way out to the ring. What a match this is going to be on Monday Nitro, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time that these two have ever met one-on-one.
And a mixed reaction for Roddy Piper. He has always been a controversial figure in wrestling, and this reception here in Greensboro, North Carolina reflects that. And you have to believe that Ric Flair is not far away watching this contest as he prepares for his title defense at Fall Brawl.
Well, Piper takes his time to get to the ring as he takes in this mixed reaction. The anticipation builds, and there's no doubt how badly these men want to be World Heavyweight Champion. And a win tonight is the only ticket to Fall Brawl and the only path to the championship. This is sure to be an unbelievable match.
You've got that right. It has been another historic night of wrestling here on Monday Nitro, and this match will be no different.
Well, here we go. The bell rings and we are underway. It is Sting versus Roddy Piper with a shot at Ric Flair and the World Championship and at Fall Brawl on the line. Strap in, folks, this is sure to be one hell of a match. Roddy Piper in control early after a couple of strong right hands. Sting ducks out of the way, kicks to the leg, and a knife-edge chop. He sends Piper to the ropes. A boot is blocked by Piper, and a clothesline from Piper sends Sting to the canvas. He gets him back to his feet. Irish whip to the corner. And Piper drags the forehead of Sting along that top rope.
And Phony, I'm getting word in my headset that there is a commotion going on backstage. We're trying to get our cameras back there to see what exactly is going on.
Oh no! The New World Order is in the building, and it looks like they have taken out Marcus Bagwell. More disgusting behavior from the New World Order. Can we get security back there?
And phony, don't look now. It looks like they are making their way out here. Can we please get security back there right now?
Well, for weeks they have been wreaking havoc on this show, and we need to get them stopped before they get out here. Neither Sting nor Piper are aware that these men are once again on their way out here. We need medical personnel to check on Marcus Bagwell too. The New World Order needs to be stopped. Sting makes the cover. 1, 2. But Piper kicks out at the count of 2. He sends Piper to the ropes. And a hip toss from the Stinger. Wait a minute. And there's Scott Hall right on cue. We need security out here immediately. Sting has now got eyes on Scott Hall. Turn around, Sting. Piper rolls Sting up. 1, 2, 3. Piper wins it. Piper is the #1 contender. I can't believe it. Scott Hall had Sting distracted, and Piper took advantage of the distraction. Unbelievable. And Piper celebrates like he just won the World Series. Wait a minute. There's Shawn Michaels. He stands over a prone Sting. This is not good at all, ladies and gentlemen. And into the steel steps. Can we get security out here already? And Kevin Nash takes out Piper. This is complete chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Michaels has a steel chair again, Mike. Sting is in trouble. And a shot to the head from that steel chair. And another one. If anybody in the back can hear me, we need help out here. Michaels joins his Click buddies in the ring, and they stand tall once again. We are out of time, fans. We'll see you next week.